Counting, here we go. Show us what you got, Nintendo. The relationship between Pokemon and their traders with the help of a tool called a Pokeball. The relationship between creatures, Pokemon, and humans is going strong in the world of Pokemon. Regardless of their age and gender, people can almost manifest great power through the connection with Pokemon. For both humans and Pokemon, being together something. It's a little bit loud. Trainers have preferences in type color. For example, Erica, who's a gym leader for Kanto region. Looks like she could teach flower arrangement. So it doesn't seem... This is so random. Oh, Kansugi Mori. It's signed by Kansugi Mori, okay. So Dina developed this alongside with the Pokemon Company. Whoa, this is mobile? Let me bump it up. Not actual game footage, okay. This is probably the intro cutscene. Oh, Steven Stone, Cynthia, and Lance together there.
Let's go, Stoutland!
Oh, this looks sick.
I accept your challenge. Go, help out! Defense!
So these are gonna be 3-on-3 battles. That's dope. Animation is so good. But this is not actual game footage, so remember that, you guys. This is not game footage. This is just the intro. It's like we're watching the anime, but then done better. Ah. Look at all of these characters coming together. Oh, that's unexpected. Dang. Imagine living in a world where Pokemon was real. That'd be so good. Yeah, this is anime graphics for sure. The artwork is clean. It is much better than Sun and Moon. Oh! That's a remix on the track.
Our turn! Keep it up! Slow it down!
So these are 3-on-3 battles, all of them. So this one's all around 3-on-3 battles.
Oh no! Onyx!
Help!
Oh, Snivy. I cannot wait for Gen 5 and Pokemon Go back. Oh, I've never really seen them use a potion like that. That's kind of cool.
Well done!
Oh, gym badges? You can earn gym badges? So I think that's the protagonist. I think the guy with the green hat is the protagonist in all of this. So I wonder if you can get a female and a male one out here. See him cooking right here. That's the female protagonist, I reckon, in the middle.
Trainers from all over the world are gathering in
Yo!
Casio.
You hear this
forming
music?
new teams. I'll show
Listen,
everyone that
you know what
I'm
to
the
do, man.
best, and that I can beat any team around. I have to prove that my team is the strongest.
Yo, these team matchups. Yo, this is so dope. They should make an MA about this. Yeah, those were red and blue. Dude, the music is so good. Oh my days. Yo, this is such a time to be alive. All those old tunes just got remixed.
Hello. I'm
Ishihara.
Ishihara from the Pokémon Company. What did you think of the animated trailer? I
Great.
hope you enjoyed our effort to capture the world of Pokémon Masters. We've created this world in the form of a smartphone game Comments from Mr. Sugimori of Game Freak appeared at the beginning of this video.
Oh yeah, Ken Sugimori.
This original artwork for the game was also created by Mr. Sugimori.
You see red at the left top corner?
Pokémon Masters started with an idea from Mr. Sugimori, who is one of the original creators of many captivating Pokémon trainers. The idea was to create a gameplay experience where you could befriend not only Pokémon, but also trainers to battle alongside you.
He's my hero, man.
In this way, we added new depth to the world of Pokémon. DNA and the Pokémon Company have been working together to develop this new type of Pokémon game. Now, we'll hear the latest information about Pokémon Masters from Mr. Sasaki, the producer on the game from DNA.
Oh, Mr. Sasaki's working on that.
Take it away, Mr. Sasaki.
Come on then. I'm curious.
Hello, I'm Sasaki from DNA Company Limited. I'm the producer of Pokémon Masters. The artificial island of Passio is the setting for this game, somewhere in the world of
Artificial
Pokémon.
island, okay. Passio. What an odd name.
Pokémon trainers are aiming to become the champion of a tournament called the Pokémon Masters League, which is being held on Passio.
Game footage is not final, but this looks like to be the
On
game
this
footage
island,
in a bit.
trainers have a single Pokémon that travels around with them as their partner.
That looks really good.
These duos are called sync pairs.
Remember, this is a mobile
Throughout
game,
the
by the
story,
way.
the main
This is a
character
mobile
will meet
game.
trainers who have appeared in past Pokémon video games and form a team with other sync pairs. And to qualify for the Pokémon Masters League, they embark on an adventure, collecting badges along the way.
This is such fan service, though. Come on, Afro-kun.
The unique
prize
thing
is free.
about
It's gonna be
Pokémon
free to
battles in
play.
this game is that they are 3-on-3 team battles in real time. Players unleash attacks as quickly as possible by using the move gauge, which fills
I
as
wonder if
time
you can
passes.
team up with friends in real life through online mode.
There are also special moves called sync moves, which make battles a whole lot more exciting.
That looks cool. That looks so cool.
Another special feature of this game is that Pokémon are not the only ones using moves. Trainers use them too. Trainers provide support in battle by using moves that heal Pokémon or raise their stats.
It's like Z moves.
Pokémon Masters allows you to make your own dream team with trainers from past Pokémon video games and try to become the champion.
Oh my god, look at all the fan service out there. They just dumped everybody in one game. That's insane. These animations are dope. Oh my days.
With Pokémon Masters, we're aiming to create a game that lets anyone casually pick up their phone and enjoy Pokémon battles. The release is planned for summer of 2019. We're
This
currently
summer?
working hard to make a game that people
This
all
summer?
over the world can have fun with. We'll keep you up to date with the latest info on the official website and social media accounts. I hope you're looking forward to the release.
Yeah,
That's all for
Afro-kun.
today's presentation. Thanks for watching.
Wow. But there's not a final date, so I'm thinking late summer. Planned for release in summer. Free to start with purchasable items. So it's free. It's free to start. Free to start. What does that mean? Why did they use that term lately? So, okay. Let's touch back a little bit. Let's go over it. So, this game, it's a 10-minute, like 8-minute trailer of sorts. You can actually see at the right-hand corner, Ken Sugimori has been waiting on this game. So, okay, let's kind of go through, breeze a little bit. I'm gonna speed it up. Let me go ahead and let me speed it up a little bit while we go through this, so that way we can kind of go over what we saw. I'm gonna go 125. So I'm gonna go 150 speed. So it starts off with Ken Sugimori explain a little bit more about the world of Pokemon. I wonder if these are loading screens. I hope it's not like Super Mario Run, where you basically have to you can play only X amount, because it says free to start, which that sucks. But let's not draw to conclusion right now. This looks dope, by the way. This whole animated cutscene, this is all animation, right? I have it speed up right now. this just looks fantastic. And by the way, they should just honestly make an anime out of that, because the artwork on this is incredibly clean. So that's definitely something to keep into consideration. I just love the fact that they kind of put all the Pokemon trainers in one game. The way that I think this is gonna work is that you, through gacha or unlocking in the game like a storyline of sorts, you have the capability of unlocking like all those gym leaders or characters from the Pokemon world. And that way you have the capability of maybe using their specialized versions of Pokemon that they are using in the main series game. So that's a cool thing. So this is the female protagonist. What we saw earlier was the male protagonist, if we go back. So this is the with the green hat. That's most likely the male protagonist, because it's the only character I don't recognize, and it does have a Pikachu on the shirt. So obviously that is very male protagonist. Also assuming that they took some inspiration from Dragon Ball Heroes, because you got this Ash Ketchum looking character, whereas there's like a Goku looking character there. And obviously they gotta have the female equivalent as well. Kind of resembles Rosa and Hilda in a way. And then a bit of Dawn with the hair color. I think that's really cool. Obviously, all these battles are going to be 3x3 battles, so there's not going to be the capability of doing 1v1 battles in this game. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. It's not going to be much different than your regular Pokemon game, so definitely take that into consideration. Then over here, once you defeat this gym leader, you get a badge as well. I have no idea what kind of badge that is, but it definitely hints towards the fact that there's going to be a storyline of some sort. Or maybe some tournament mode where you can earn gym badges in order to progress in the storyline. So I think that's kind of interesting. Then obviously they gotta put blue and red in here. Which, by the way, I'm actually gonna put on the music for this again, because the music of this, oh my days. The remix of this song was so sexy. Listen.
Trainers from all over the world are gathering in Paseo and forming new teams.
Oh, it's giving me goosebumps.
I'll show everyone that I'm the best.
Wait, you can pick Oak? Wait, you can pick Oak? You can pick Oak and Kukui? And this dude, I'm not sure where he's from. Sorry, I didn't play Gen 5 and Gen 6. Dude, you can get Oak. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. You can actually, Sycamore, that's it. Sorry, Sycamore, Professor Sycamore. Dude, you can actually get these professors as well and probably play as them as well. That's something I don't think has ever happened before? Question mark? Not sure. That's really cool.
I'm the best, and that I can beat any team around.
And then Giovanni as well, alongside with, I think that's Archer and that executive. I don't recall her name.
I have to prove that my team is the strongest.
Dang. This is so good. The music is so good. And this is this like a new antagonist? Like, is this a new like anti-hero? Because they're kind of featuring them like so. And I've never seen these characters before. But once again, that might be part of Gen 5 and Gen 6, which I've never really played through. Like Gen 6. Otherwise, it's Gen 6. I don't recognize these characters that are like in frame so much. So what I'm assuming here, and I might be wrong here, and you guys will probably butcher me in the chat, that it's either Generation 8 or it's like some new like evil bad guys you gotta go up against. Gen 8, so okay, so it's not characters that are recognizable, right? So that's really interesting. So good. That soundtrack, dude. That battle soundtrack, that remix of Blue and Red, that is better than the battle theme from Pokemon Sword and Shield, man. Straight up. And then this artwork, of course, looks fantastic. Looks absolutely insane. Okay. Let's go 1.5 times speed. Let's continue here. Okay. Ishihara-san. Let's go to take a look a little bit about what they said, because I thought it was interesting. So obviously here's the artwork. Obviously points to the fact that it's a mobile game. Here you see the two protagonists, male and female characters, right here, right bottom corner. And obviously some characters of note. You got Brock, Cynthia, Lance, Red is obviously there. All these characters that a lot of people really like. They obviously had to put them in there. And then over here at the left, some Mega Charizard action right there. Really super dope. So there are Megas in this game. And obviously there also are going to be like trainer moves that you can do alongside with your Pokemon. So very much like Z moves. So it's a mixture between Mega Evolutions, and then there's also going to be like similar Z type moves, which I think is going to be really interesting to see how that's going to be working out to be. And over here we got Afro-san, Afro-kun, Yu Sasaki, who's the producer on this. Pasio is kind of an interesting name. Once again, 5 letters, artificial island. If someone, we're probably gonna see at some point like some sort of reference to exactly why it's called Pasio. I don't know why it is right now, but we'll have to see. Pasio, iOS? No, I don't think so. Pasio, Pasio. I know what Pasio is. I know what it is. Okay, so this is more like in-game artwork, which, by the way, gotta say, like this artwork a lot. For a mobile game, this looks sick, by the way. This looks really good for a mobile game. This artwork just looks, it looks great. I'm gonna go to 1 times speed here because I think it's necessary. You see the Pokemon moving right here, the Pidgeot and the Charizard and the... Jeez. It looks really clean. And just like minor detail here, but user UI, the letters, the font, really nice looking. It's gonna be pretty easy to read. It's a really nice, easy readable font as well, which I think is very important in games. Sync pairs. Oh, look at this. So some of the artwork here. Okay, Erica says, well, I was wondering if it would be alright if I joined your team. I'll be more than happy to join your team. If you have me, you didn't change your minds, did you? You know what? I think I'll be joining your team. So, obviously in the story mode, you're going to be facing off against these trainers. And you're going on this journey to defeat other trainers. These trainers are going to be joining you. So, those are going to be unlockable. In a moment, we're going to go online and take a look if we have some... Look at these areas, by the way. In a moment, we're going to go online to see if we have some additional information to be found. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a press kit out at some point as well. So definitely stick around as we're going to go through this a little bit as well. So here are the battles that you're doing. So obviously regular NPCs will be a part of this as well. So I think those are going to be like your general battles that you can do. And the battles will always be 3v3. Let's take a look at this user interface. Actually looks really nice. I'm not sure if you got control over the other 2 characters that are joining in your team. You do have control over your main character yourself. So that's something that's going to be quite interesting. Over here it seems that in some way, shape or form you have the capability of throwing 2 bullet seeds here and then 3 leaf storms, but there seems to be a little bit of a timer down there. So I'm kind of assuming in some way, shape or form that it's going to be relatively similar to Final Fantasy in the regards that you have to wait until you do a battle. So it's definitely going to be turn-based. It's going to be really interesting to see how that's going to be working out to be. And then over here you got a dire hit, which obviously is an item, so you have the capability of using items. And then you can taunt over here as well. And then the 8, I'm not sure what it is, but that might be the special move that you're doing with your Pokemon together or not. And over here, this is the move gauge. Ah, okay, so, oh, there's how this is gonna work. So you're gonna have to wait until this fills up, and then you can use these moves. That's how it works. That's interesting. So your timing, your strategy and planning out is going to be very important. And the cool thing is at the very top, I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit here. Theater mode. It actually shows the weaknesses here. So it shows what the weaknesses are of these particular species. Which I think is kind of interesting that this game actually shows you what the weaknesses are. I think that's a good thing. Oh, and over here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you have this animation right here, right? You can actually skip it. There's a skip button right here at the right bottom corner. You can skip the animation if you don't want to see the sync moves, if you don't want to see the cutscenes. So that's a cool thing. Could be, yeah, like a Clash Royale type deal, yeah. Oh, look at this. So the trainer's moves can buff up your opponents, and it actually shows right here the type of buffs that are ongoing. But it seems that every single turn the buffs will be going away, or they stay and then they stack up. It's either going to be one of the two. You can heal up. Okay. I don't know if it's just one weakness. It might be just one weakness, I don't know. But look at this though. Rock solid rock slide, give it all you got, power up punch. Never ending royal nightmare. And not just these. I think every Pokemon has like this special ability that they can do, which is really insane, which you'll see in a sec here. Look, all these trainers can do these special moves. And not just with one Pokemon, but I think it's several Pokemon here. You see the same trainer here. Oh no, it's both Lucario. Okay. But different animations. There's probably gonna be a bajillion animations. And it's gonna be released summer 2019, which I thought was gonna be fall or winter period, but it's gonna be pretty quickly from now actually. So I'm assuming in like 2 months from now. And that's it. That is all we got to see of this game. So I want to take some time here to go to different sources in which we might be able to find out a little bit more, maybe about the Paso region. So let's go to Satabi. Because Satabi usually has the info, right? Yeah, there you go, okay. Pokemon Master, there was a new Pokemon Go update as well. No, I'm not gonna play Pokemon Go this stream. This is obviously not a Pokemon Go stream. Trainers are to win Masters League in the region Paseo. Each trainer is paired up with a Pokemon, sync as a pair. Okay. Battles are real-time with a move gauge for fast attacking and sync moves for more powerful attacks. Trainer can provide support. Summer 2019. Ah! Official artwork for Arcerola, Barry, Blue, Brandon. Blue with the Pidgeot. That's cool. Official artwork for Brock, Claire, Cynthia, and Flannery. Oh, Torkoal. Iris, Karina, Misty, and Red. Oh, red with Charizard. Oh yeah, Charizard, of course. Not Pikachu's, Charizard. For red, yeah. Rosa and Thornton? Not familiar with Thornton. Multiple pre-release screenshots for Masters have been found. Okay. Pokemon Masters will be available in English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Spanish, and traditional Chinese. So we're gonna find Pokemon Masters. Here we go, Pokemon Masters. And the pre-release screenshots. So you got some screenshots. Okay, so these are actually screenshots we had before, I think. And these were quickly taken. Brock. Dude, this Brock pose, man. Okay, and then there's 4 more screenshots here. Time to energize. Okay, let's check Reddit. Reddit.com/Pokemon. I'm gonna go to reddit.com/Pokemon Pokemon Masters, as they both probably have some information. Pokemon Masters. Surprisingly, Reddit is kind of silent on this. No information. Nothing. Nothing to be shown. That's interesting. Brock is ripped, yeah. No, this is a mobile game. This is a mobile game. Yeah, it's Winter New Zealand. I know. Sorry about that. But this intro cutscene looks super duper dope. I'm gonna play it again. Why? Take a look at some questions or comments in chat. Brock with his rock hard Onyx, yeah. No, this is coming out this summer, so there's no date for it yet. There's no date for it yet. Lo, my post is the most interacted with on the Pokemon Masters Reddit. It should come out today, yeah. I agree. The Reddit on Pokemon Reddit and the Pokemon Masters Reddit are incredibly quiet. I did not expect that at all. There's a new YouTube channel for the game? Really? Is there? Let me look it up. I forgot to check the most important Pokemon Reddit. Twitter.com/Pokemon, right? Okay. Whoa! This is insane! Why is there nothing being tweeted out from the Pokemon Reddit? Wait, why did the official Pokemon... What? Why didn't the official Pokemon Reddit tweet out anything in regards to this? That is insane. I've never seen anything like that. The Twitter account, they never tweeted out anything about that. What? Let's check the Japanese Twitter account. Okay, the Japanese Twitter actually tweeted out some stuff. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's take a look real quickly. It's not much though. It's not much at all. Special video. Okay. Poke Times. Japanese Pokemon Go account or something? Pokemon account or something? I should probably follow this actually. Poke Times? Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's dive a little deeper into this, right? A special anime depicting Pokemon battle in Paseo. The stage of Pokemon Masters is released. Ah, here's the official Twitter account for Pokemon Masters. Pokémon game. I'm gonna link it for you guys right here. That's gonna be the official Twitter account for Pokemon Masters. That way you guys can follow it. Any sort of information will be shared right here in regards to the game. So I think that's pretty interesting to take note of. Official account for Pokemon Masters Daisuki Club. Pokemon Masters. Pocket Mass. Okay, summer is not to be confirmed yet. Okay. So this is probably the account you want to follow for Pokemon Masters. No, also in Japan it will be in a bit. Hold up. DNA. Does DNA have a Twitter account or anything like that? I'm just so surprised. The official Reddit they really don't show anything. It's just other stuff. Look, nothing's posted. Nobody's online either. That's wild to me. This is honestly crazy to me. Pokemon Masters? Of course, Pokemon Master makes sense. But is that official? That is official. Ah, they've probably been tweeting from here then. Okay, the official account is Pokemon Masters. Then again, I don't know if that's real or not. It's not verified, but I'm gonna assume for now that it might be. The creators of Pokemon Masters are here to introduce games, share special animated video quote. Actually seems kinda real. Hello, the official Pokemon Masters account. Be sure to tune in Pokemon Masters News. We'll be sharing all the for the hype launch. I'm assuming it's a fan account for now, but that's okay. So what I'm assuming here, here's what I'm assuming. I'm kind of assuming in this particular case, seeing as we got so little information about this, is that it is considered like more a fan game than like a official title, if you get what I mean. Like, this is more of a title that is definitely made for the fans, because obviously they put a whole lot of fan service in there. Every single trainer with their Z-move like moves and a Mega Evolution, like all that stuff that people love is dumped in one game, and they obviously are able to cash in heavily on that, which I don't blame them at all. I'm definitely gonna be playing this and streaming this, and we're gonna exactly take a look what it's like. It's released. Release date is not yet revealed, but it's gonna be this upcoming summer. I'm incredibly surprised that there's not more information out right now. Not people doing any sort of conspiracy about like what Passio actually is, what it means, and so on and so forth. DNA.com. Okay, press releases. Do they have a Twitter account? Not much of anything. Oh wow, Dina did Attack on Titans as well. DNA. Well, DNA has a lot of under their belt then. Services, what does it mean? What games did they work on? Oh, okay, okay. Yo, okay, I'm not surprised about this at all. Okay, here's the thing. They did Final Fantasy Record Keeper. Final Fantasy Record Keeper is kind of an old school Final Fantasy game with that sort of artwork style where there's a ton of sprites, and then every single Final Fantasy character got pumped into one game. I feel it's kind of the same with Pokemon Masters. So there's going to be a plot, there's going to be a storyline. Yeah. That's interesting. They also made that One Piece game, that's interesting. So this is obviously not to be considered canon, right? It's obviously not to be considered canon. Okay. I think that's all there is to it, you guys. I wish there was more to cover on that, but there's just nothing. Pokemon Masters mobile game. Pokemon Masters mobile game. So Master Trader, new Pokemon game. Finally something's happening here. They showed you travel around with 2 other trainers who help you in battle, sort of your partners. Do you think we're going to be choose who our partners are? Obviously. If so, who did you choose? Okay. I found the game to be interesting and able to travel with others is really cool. New trainer confers each trainer will have only one Pokemon partner. Yeah, this new mobile game, I've been covering that since I started the stream. Anyone makes it feel like it won't be gacha now. By the way, the term gacha means, it's actually from Japan. The capsule machines are called gacha. And basically it's like, you just could keep on going, get your capsules in order to get the stuff that you want. So that's like microtransactions. I'm fairly certain that this game has a heavy emphasis on gacha, so definitely take that into consideration. Because, yeah, I think if you want to be doing well in this game, this Pokemon Masters game, you're going to have to spend some money in order to do so. Obviously, there's going to be the capability of playing for free, but it did say it in the end, right? It did say it right here. Free to start with purchasable items. Maybe that's bad translation. I'm assuming that's not the case. I'm kind of assuming that in the worst case scenario is this. Worst case scenario is that Pokemon Masters is going to be one of those games where this is the worst case scenario, where you can play for up to an hour, 3 hours maximum, and then in order to progress, you either have to do a ton or you're gonna have to purchase in order to continue. What is the more likely version of this is that sure, you can progress, but it's gonna take you some time to do so, and you're gonna be able to speed it up by spending real life money, which that makes sense. I don't like the kind of a way to do it, but that's just kind of how stuff like that goes. And what you gotta take into consideration is like loot boxes, opening boxes, capsules, whatever you want to call it, right? To unlock those characters. So these days, man, games like this happens always, and it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, Pokemon is such a... just look at this already. If you look at it very objectively, you know that they're drawing a lot of people in with this animation, right? Like, how hyped up do people get when they see this? I got hyped up. Don't tell me that you guys didn't get hyped up when you saw all of these trainers being drawn this beautifully and then being animated and then being mashed into this one game. And then also the animation and stuff looking really on point for this game. Hey, they know it's gonna be hyped up. Some people are gonna be spending money on this. So this is just straight up, you know, you might hate it, but you cannot hate them wanting to earn some money off their brand. And I'm still excited for this. I'm definitely going to be covering this in great detail. So I will be playing this game. Definitely, if you haven't already, definitely subscribe, as we're going to be streaming this. I'm going to show you everything, where exactly that free to start comes into play, and where you're going to have to maybe spend some money. I'll definitely invest some to show exactly where it goes from this point on. I'm just really curious about the gameplay mechanics. I think it's going to be definitely a lower entry level, so it's not like main series difficult or anything like that. I definitely think it's going to be relatively casual to start, very easy to understand, very open for people to just pick up and play. And that's kind of what these games need to be. This is a mobile game, so everybody on their cell phone has access to this. So I think it's going to be an interesting title for sure. So yeah. You haven't seen this trailer yet, so I'm going to just play it. This trailer is super dope. I'll just play the music, right?
Oh no! Onyx!
Help!
Oh, shiny Pokemon. That's going to be interesting too. This looks so good though. The girl who has a Pikachu, that's the trainer you're gonna be using.
You did it!
It's like Ash. Well, salute. The thing is, though, you gotta keep into consideration, Pikachu is the official mascot of the Pokemon franchise. Regardless of whether or not you like Pikachu, Pikachu is always gonna be coming back. Like, you're just gonna have to accept that. Like, Pikachu will always be used. If there's a Pokemon game, there's gonna be Pikachu in there, whether you like it or not. It's that simple. So this protagonist, this girl, is obviously gonna have Pikachu on the neck because Pikachu is the mascot. It's the mascot of the game. If you don't accept that, then, you know, might as well not play Pokemon, because that's... Pikachu is Pokemon. You ask a grandma, what's Pikachu? They will know it. Like, Pikachu is that recognizable, right? With this remix, man,
Trainers from all over the world are gathering in Paseo and forming new teams.
it's just kind of
I'll
crazy that
show
you can battle
everyone
together.
that I'm the best, and that I can beat any team around. I have to prove that my team is the strongest.
And then these three that are upcoming very soon are gonna be, I'm assuming, the bad guys of the storyline. Right around here, these. He's gonna be a bad team, especially that guy. He's gonna be like a similar to Ant top guy, I think. Wait, was that a fusion attack? Hold up. Was that a fusion attack? Oh my days. If they do that, I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I think that's a fusion attack. Watch this. They're just attacking together. Pikachu, Piplup, and Haxorus. They're mixing together. That's the sync move, right? Holy crap, that's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, they've done it before in the anime, but we're talking about games. They've never done it in the games. The thing is, though, you know, I don't know how to feel about this game. Can I be honest with you guys? This game is freaking dope. It's awesome because all the Pokemon characters are there, which is cool. What I just think it's gonna be so heavily paid to win. That's like my main concern with this game. I just know it is. I just know it is. Because the thing that annoys me in this run, right, is that it says free to start with purchasable items. That's just kind of like, you know, it's like playing in on my emotions. And I'm just like, I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be like that. So, that is my worst fear of this game. Then again, even with that, I will still be playing it because I'm just weak. I'm weak. I'm not gonna lie. I'm weak to this sort of stuff. So what I want you guys to do is save your money for now, right? And let me play this for you, and you then make a decision whether or not you're gonna be either spending or not, whether you think it's worth it. Okay? So I'm gonna be streaming this. I will be spending money on those purchasable items to see whether or not it's worth it and give you guys like an honest review on that. So here's the thing, like, you know, I know a lot of people don't have like really disposable income in any way, shape or form. I can't afford to do something like that. So I just want to show it to you guys first and give you an honest response whether or not I think it's worth it to spend 10, 20, 30 bucks on a game like this, or if it's like, hey, just wait until Sword and Shield gets released. That's a better purchase. So that's why I always like stream these type of things. So that way you guys can get some sort of an idea. DNA has a great past with gacha games, so I'm sure they balance pay to win and free to play really well. Yeah, Brad Smacker, that's a good point. I do have faith in that as well. It's just I'm just sharing my worst case scenario on this. I can already sell Sword of Shields where my money goes. Oh yeah, obviously, 100%. Sword of Shields is also going to be a console seller. Straight up. But I would like a poster of this. Shout out to Italy. Yeah, if you're not sold on the game, you know, worst case thing is you might spend some time on this. The game is free. The game is free to download. You don't have to, if you're not sold on the game, at least you can try out the game to see whether or not you enjoy it or like it. And that's the thing, you know, that's why I'm gonna stream this game right off the bat. Because even if you do spend money, sometimes it may not just be worth it. And I'm going to be here to explain to you whether or not it actually is or not. And explain why it should be something you might be interested in, or why you wouldn't invest in anything like that. Yeah, this game will be out on summer. Look at the artwork though. This artwork is so good. Oh, hold up. What's that? Ah, evil guys. Yeah, it's a mobile game. It's on Android and iOS. wonder how open the world is gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be open world though. I think it's gonna be open area. Like you can go from progress from area to area. Now the English Pokemon Twitter tweets about the anime part of the video. Oh, they might be a little bit late with that then. Okay, it's good that they at least are tweeting about it. So, is that it? No. No. Oh, hold up. English Pokemon. Ah, there we go. Time for all-star battles. Familiar faces await you Pokemon Masters. Which of these trainers do you want to take on? Is this just a video on itself? Let's go to Pokemon.com. Maybe there's some more info on the game. On itself. I haven't gotten Pokemon Rumble in my app store yet. I don't know what's up with that. New details on Pokemon Masters. Okay. Pokemon Masters brings sync pair battles with famous trainers to iOS and Android devices. Learn more about sync pairs and teaming up with famous Pokemon trainers in this upcoming mobile game. The recent Pokemon 2019 press conference gave us the first look at the upcoming Pokemon Masters mobile game from the Pokemon Company and DNA. We saw how players will be able to team up with famous trainers and powerful Pokemon in awesome 3-on-3 battles. Now we have some more details about this new take on Pokemon battles that's coming later this year for iOS and Android devices. Trainer and Pokemon sync pairs. Pokemon Masters take place in an artificial island of Pasio. On Pasio, Pokemon and their trainers called sync pairs share a special bond. Many famous trainers from every region featured so far in Pokemon video games have gathered on Pasio along with their partner Pokemon and formed their own sync pairs. You are the main character in Pokemon Masters and you embark on an exciting adventure with a Pokemon partner of your own. Along the way, you'll meet various trainers, make new friends and work together with them as you advance through story. Story mode confirmed. Once you've made friends with other sync pairs, you can form a team that is your own and aim to become champion of the Pokemon Masters League tournament being held on Pasio. Join forces with other trainers. Meeting and working together with formidable trainers from other regions is a core aspect of Pokemon Masters, and it brings an interesting twist into the game story. Some sync pairs you encounter on Pasio include the legendary Pokemon trainer Red and its Charizard, the powerhouse trainer or grandson of famous Professor Oak Blue and his Pidgeot, and Cynthia the champion of Sinnoh alongside with a Garchomp. Big time battles. Once you've joined forces with other sync pairs, you get to engage in Pokemon battles. The battles in Pokemon Masters are 3-on-3 matches that play out in real time. You can unleash powerful attacks after the next, as your gauge refills over time. What's more, in Pokemon Masters Battle, players can direct Pokemon to unleash attacks as usual, but trainers can use their own moves and healing items in battle for the very first time. A trainer's move can increase a Pokemon's stats or have other effects. With multiple sync pairs squaring off at once, you develop on all new strategies if you hope to come on top. One thing I want to know, if you have the capability to play online with friends. Like have people in your friends list or a group and you can invite people to do battles with other people. Because if that's the case, we can do stream battles. And I think that'd be fun. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out for. On Android and iOS. I don't see why you wouldn't have the capability of doing that and have some sort of rankings, what have you, for this game. One thing that is interesting to take note of is that we haven't seen that Pokemon can level up. That's one thing that's interesting. we haven't seen whether or not Pokemon can level up. If they're fixed levels or not, I'm assuming they can, but you never know. There's just very little known right now at this moment, besides the core mechanic of this game. So that's going to be interesting to figure out. Whether you can learn new moves, or if the moves are set, if you need new trainers in order to go with different combinations. So there are several ways this can go. The first way would be that you can level up your own Pokemon. I wouldn't know how. Maybe by doing battles, and that way you get stronger, you unlock new moves. But what I feel could be the case as well is that the moves and the way you use Pokemon is set to the trainer that you recruit in your team. So, for example, Rosa over here would have Snivy, as an example, would have Snivy, and that's the only Pokemon that she would have. Same as how Misty would have only Starmie, and how Cynthia would only have Garchomp, and how Red would only have Charizard. I can definitely see that happening like that. If that's the case, then the game is definitely more aimed towards casual players out there. And if that's the case, this game shouldn't be perceived as a main core Pokemon game, because obviously it's an entire different experience. And I think that's kind of the way that Pokemon Company wants to perceive this. This is an entire different entity of its own and should not in any way, shape or form be compared to the main series games. And that's what I'm thinking. But once again, very little information known of this game right now. And the fact that you have the capability of unlocking so many trainers might give it that in other aspects it might be lacking a little bit, but it's really cool that you can have so many sorts of trainers. So if you're, for example, want to be doing well and you need a rock type Pokemon, hey, get Brock on your team in order to counter that. And that might explain why it only showed one weakness in the actual video on itself. So that might be kind of interesting. So that would maybe explain why you got so many different types of sync moves with trainers. So keep an eye out for that, because that's definitely something you might want to be taking into consideration for this. Okay, that's pretty much all there is to it. From